Namaste students. So today we are discussing about fiber to fabric. It is a part of a chemistry lesson in the 8th standard. You already studied in your earlier classes about fibers and fabrics and cycle of silkworm, etc. Here also we'll studying before going to study those lessons. So we have to understand some basic information which we understood already in our earlier classes. So what are here we wear if you observe are outside, so people are wearing lot of clothes depending on the season. Some are soft, some are coarse, some are silky soft. So why do we wear clothes? So we actually wear clothes to protect uh, us from the environmental conditions. Those may be harsh, hot or cold, or rainy season, maybe some by insects or from etc. From and these cloths we like to wear in a presentable form. We like to wear these cloths in a presentable form to attack make a person attractive. So why do we wear clothes? We wear clothes to protect us from the environmental conditions. It may be hot or cold or insect bites, etc. So these cloths should be in a presentable form so that it looks attractive. So if we come to history of clothing material, before the in ancient the people are wearing tree barks, trees leaves, barks, animal skin, etc. When the development has taken place slowly, those are replaced by cloths. So when the needle was invented, they started stitching either by hand stitching or by once the development further takes place, they started using um, machines to machines to stitching to get different type of design and variety of clothing. That is for women are different and men are different. So these are the pictures of ancient clothing and modern clothing where there were no development. People were using animal bark skin, animal tree bark, animal skin or leaves. Here it is a condition is entirely different. So what is we have to understand what is fiber, yarn and a fabric. What is fiber, yarn and a fabric? So fabric can be any material of cloth. Fabric can be any material of cloth. It can be cotton, wool, nylon or a polyester. This five fabric is made up of fine threads called yarns. First, fibers, fabric, threads. So these three different terms you have to remember. What is yarns? Yarns are thin thread-like structures. Yarns fibers are thin hair-like structures. These fibers are further uh, divided into yarns. Yarns are made up of very thin fibers that combine to form a fiber. Fiber forms a fabric. Fabric is nothing but your cloth. So here fabric, yarn is the basic material of a fiber and fabric. So it is an example of unprocessed. Here they have obtained color to get different types of yarn. From using yarn they made a obtain fiber to fabric by designing. So this is the basic form of a fiber which is not colored. So there are different types of fiber. One is natural fiber, another one is synthetic fiber. What is natural fiber? Natural fiber is available naturally, the examples from either from plants or animals. Natural fibers which obtained from plants or animals are called natural fibers. Which are synthetic means you synthesize artificially in an industry. Those are called synthetic fibers. What are examples for natural fibers are cotton, jute and wool, silk, etc. Cotton and jute are obtained from plant. Wool is obtained from sheep. Silk is obtained from silkworm. So if you come to these are different cotton dresses once they are processed and dress made. So this is wool where we obtain from sheep of sheep skin, and we make woolen sweaters, etc. So how this is synthetic fiber? Synthetic fiber, as I told you already, we obtain from industry. It is synthesized or obtained artificially. Once examples for those uh, are polyester, nylon, acrylic, etc. So those using, once they obtain yarns, so they make obtain into fiber to make into fabric which can be used to make obtain either umbrella or some other material. Cotton is, you already know, cotton is grown in plants, in fields and fields. Cotton is grown in fields. Major states in India are Punjab, Haryana, Gujarat and Rajasthan. And they after obtained cotton, they process it, they hand pick, they process it by ginning and to obtain fibers. So using those fibers they make shirts, saris, etc. So jute is also obtained from plant. So it is like aloe vera plant. If you see aloe vera, jutes are also similar type of plants. Majorly they are grown in West Bengal, Bihar and Assam. They are also processed and harvested so that to obtain a different type yarns. So using the yarns, so they will, once they process, they obtain fibers, and either by spinning artificially or by um, machine, using machine, either by human being or machines, they make fabrics by jute. So these are examples for jute bags and jute thread. So here how a fiber uh, to obtain, how the processing of yarn to fiber or fiber to yarn is obtained. Either they can be uh, by spinning, human beings are using machine, so they process it, whether it is a, whether it is a uh, cotton or uh, jute or silk. Once they obtain the fibers, they have to process it by spinning to obtain yarns. So after once they obtain, they go for weaving. Again there is a machines and human being. So these are different types of weaving to make handlooms. Once they are making by, they obtained fibers. So here this is a, either the, once the fibers are obtained, they can be made cloths by either knitting or using machine. So this is about your fiber to fabric basic we study extendedly in 8 standard classes, chemistry classes, where fiber to fabric, how to obtain fibers and fabric. This is about only a basic information about how the fibers and fabrics are obtained. So if you have any questions, you can ask me either by message or by calling. So thank you. Dhanyavad.